Hey there! Today we shall do some stretching. Get yourself a nice setup. I got my candles, my soft mat, up the socks. And today we will do my stretching routine that I do daily. Very simple, it's really nice. Keeps your lower body, your back ready for training at any time. I know stretching is so exciting, so tag along to this great adventure of conditioning. So I know stretching isn't that exciting, but it is really important because once you have flexibility, the injuries and the severity of the injuries will go down. It's way harder to break your knee, the ligaments in your knee, if you have flexible muscles. Stretching is important. So let's do this. First thing, squat. I always tend to start with squatting just because it's so simple to go here. And it is a great stretch. You can do this anywhere you're waiting for the bus or something like that. Then in this one, this is a great challenge to try to balance something on your hands, and it isn't that simple. You can try to juggle or something. So I have my water bottle. So you put your other leg forward, you switch sides like this. And you should try to keep your heels down all the times. So like that. Okay. Now we're here. You do this a couple of times like this. Now that we're here, the straight leg, knee down on the ground, and turn so your leg comes through and you can sit. And then go back up the same way. So the feet go under there and the leg goes straight. And then you can do your other side as well. Straight leg, knee on the ground, turn on your ass and come back up. And this is a great one for warm-ups. So the next one is as well on your hips. Wide position like this, knees up, feet with them more wide, so like shoulder wide, and then you put your knee on the ground, this side, and then you try to sit on your ass, and I can't do that, it hurts so much. When you want to do the other side, you go the same way, you go back up here, and like so. I usually begin this stretch by doing each side 5 times fast. I know this looks really exciting and super cool, but it does really good for your hips. Now that our hips are nice and warm, let's go for the forward stretch. I know everyone has tried this stretch before. You should try to sit on your bones. So you're not sitting like this and try to go from here. You're trying to sit back straight and on your bones, and then try to go forward. And not try to put your head to your knees, but try to put your chest on your shins. So in that way, you will push it more and you feel it more here. So once you've done that one, you should also try the one that stretches more on your back. It's the same position, but this time your toes point up, and then now instead of going back straight, you try to like literally put your head to your knees, and this you should feel it on your back. Next one, here. And the same thing, do not try to stretch from here. Try to sit on your bones over here so your back is straight. That way it stretches more here and it stretches more. Okay, and another thing about this stretch, which is really important, point your toes always up. So, toes up and forward. And here's a way you can try to get further and further. So you put your hands down, put your elbows down. Then you put your hands straight, elbows down, hands straight, elbows down, straight, elbows down, hands straight. And you can try to grab your heels as well and try to push your back straight. Then do your right leg and go there. Remember, focus on your toes. They point up. And then your other leg. Okay, and this one is kind of different. So you take your hand and you put the hand here. Then you take this hand and try to go over here and look under your arm, like so. And this one you should feel on your side. And the other side as well. Okay. Next up, ass. There's plenty of ways. I personally do and recommend doing. So you go here, like you're taking off to a sprint. Then, and then you put your leg here and try to put your knee on the ground. And then try to get your chest down. And this one feels a lot. If this doesn't feel, put your feet more forward so you make a line here. And I can't even put my knee to the ground here. So if you can, good for you, and then try to put your chest down. Let's do the other leg as well. Okay, now that your ass is fresh, let's do. So if you have a hard ground like I do now, put something under your knee. And the first thing is this one. You stand up, chest up, and then you grab your feet here and try to put your heel on your ass. And you should feel this one right here on your thigh. Okay, after that one, you put your leg more forward here and still keep your chest up, and now try to push your hips directly down. You should feel this one here. Okay, after that we go back up here, and now you put your forward leg straight and then try to push your chest to the knee. And after that we just slide the feet forward into a split stretch. So it doesn't matter if you are able to get splits or not. This is really good for your hamstrings and your thighs. You try to push down, 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 down. Don't tear your muscles, don't go too far. And then lift up and down, up and downs. And always when doing these stretches, try to keep your back leg straight. So it's a one line that goes like this. My left leg is actually way worse than my right leg, the hamstring, because I didn't used to do too much stretching back in the day, and I landed low and I tore my hamstring. And it's one of those injuries that don't go away, it just stays there till the end of time and isn't fun. Okay, now that our hips are done, we should do ankles. Okay. Then you try to lift your knees up, and I know for some this doesn't feel like nothing, so try to push your heels together and then try to do the same. Okay, then next up, Achilles. So you put your heel down here, and then your toes are down, and you try to push your knee down to the ground. If this doesn't feel, you can put your hand under your toes and push more. After ankles, I usually move up to my back And back is really important because we take a lot of stress on our backs as free runners. Landing, your muscles are tight here, so they pull your back. Landing while twisting isn't good for you. So you should always keep your back fresh. So you lay on your back, put your feet up, and then you grab your feet there and put it to the ground. Yep, and try to look the other side. And you should feel this one all the way from here to your back. We're about to move on to bridges. First, let's take our socks. Alright, so I always tend to do two kinds of bridges. The first one is the normal bridge, and then there's the gymnastics bridge. They stretch a bit different parts of your body. The gymnastic bridge is more on your shoulders and the normal bridge is more on your stomach. Let me show you the normal one first. Go on your back and then you lift up the cape. And then the gymnastics bridge is a bit different. You put your legs together, your knees together, and then you put your legs straight. This way you won't stretch as much on your stomach, but more on your shoulders. Let me show you so you can see the difference. Up, and here legs go straight. It stretches more over here. With these bridges, I always love to do these that help with round-offs and macacos and gumbies. So you go like a macaco setup, and then you look over and go to a bridge here, and then come back around from the other side. Each side. Always when you do bridges, you have to put your back together. Let's go to the other side, over here. And while you're here, you can put your legs straight and then do this wiggle thing, and it feels so good on your back. You're straight. Alright. So that is my daily stretching routine. You can do this as a warm-up and as a cool-down. When you warm up doing the stretches, always do dynamic, which means you have a small movement when stretching. And if you do this after training or after dinner or something, do static. So instead of the movement, you go as far as you can and then try to go lower and stay there. And I guess that's it. Remember, when doing stretching, it doesn't help if you do it once a month, 2 times a month. You should do it a few times a week or daily. Yeah, that's it. Comment down below if you would like to see something similar. Let's say if you want to see how to get more power or something like that. And remember to like, subscribe, and I'm gonna play video games.